Sliding no bend, now I'm feeling like Venom. I told her kick it, back him, squeezing a Mac, lemons, walk down, boy.
It's the dark skin Savior's my neighbor. Hey man, that's on the title of this video. We got some reasonable crash out videos for y'all, man.
You know how it is, man. When it comes to crash out, bro, you just got to be ready.
Yeah, sometimes, man.
Sometimes you got valid crash out.
Yeah, there's some valid crash out, and then there's some like you just like, man.
You just like, you know what? I just want to crash out.
You need to calm down, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then there's some like, you know what? Let him go off.
Let me go crazy.
So that's the type of video we gonna watch today. Let's go. Let's check it out.
Reasonable. I like the one that's reasonable.
Take hip hop. We talked about this on the show before. You have African American rappers saying inward this and inward that, but a Caucasian can't. So say it. Say what you want to say. I say it. I can't. Say it right now. I would say it.
I'll say it.
People that be over exaggerating something.
You know what? I say Richie.
Shit, I crashed out when I saw that Switch 2 game was 75 pound fat. Oh, you mad, bro? That's like a whole
yeah, that's crazy. $90.
Crisis, we go out here in the UK. You're trying to get me to spend that to play Mario Kart, which is a game you can only play online. So, hey, bro, what are you talking about? Crashing out is an art. It's amazing how some people's first reaction to anything is to start me like working the cruise. Or for them to throw the quickest tantrum possible, like their power levels rising, but they go 0 to 100 like for one jackal. But a lot of crash outs are low-key justified. I mean, most of the time, these men are just acting up after carefully ruling people or just asking politely. And as your host of today's video, I'll be sharing and telling you why these are all reasonable crash outs. Starting with the man himself, John Walker. And before I even talk about this man, look at the glaze he's recently been getting with the success of the Thunderbolts movie. It's times like this I think that as a Marvel fan myself, I actually sometimes
that's my dog, man.
Because they were hating on this man for no reason. Don't get it twisted. I'm
Fake Captain America.
Recognize the peak. But I've been saying this since fucking end the Winter Soldier fact. John Walker has always been cold fact. His suit was peak, the fights were fire, and his story was peak. US Agent is such a cool character, but he was so completely in the story. He was more than qualified to be Captain America for his accolades, achievements, and physical capability. He was an excellent man for his role, but big man say, I mean shit, I'll be completely honest here. After I watched Thunderbolts with my boy, I think John could be stealing a fight, and it might even be close fight.
Alright, bro, let's relax,
I don't know what they could do for. I don't even know that was possible. They had me in the cinema with my mouth dropped. I didn't know you could do that. It was crazy, man. But seriously, John Walker had every right to bug out and do what he had to do in the show. And you know, I'm just gonna cut the shit and get to the part where everybody supposedly throws shit to this guy. So the moment that made everybody hate John Walker, which is mostly the part where he killed the flag smasher, and everybody saying things like, oh, the guy was trying to surrender, and Hero doesn't kill. And by far my favorite one, Steve Rogers wouldn't have done this. Like, you sure Steve Rogers hasn't killed anyone, bro?
Yeah, I don't whoop it back, bro.
Oh my God.
Nah, that's true, man. Tell me what you mean, bro.
I make bro look like innocent.
Most of the time, we go to compliment skills because they be doing really worse shit most of the time. With that being said, let me give you a deep analysis of the scenario which led Joe Walker to even kill the Flag Smasher in the first place. So before this even happens, the leader of the Flag Smashers, Harley, or better known as Pebblebrook from Top Boy, was planning to separate Uber Mandem and kill John Walker in the first place. So Bucky and Sam get to realize they saw Walker, so they start moving to the location ASAP. Fast forward now, and they're all scrapping with the rest of the terrorists. And in this scene, John Walker gets grabbed by the man he kills later, who attempts to hold him so Pebbles can kill him with a So back to our was calling, and then she just punched the life out of him and killed him. I like Naruto was when he fought him after that. John Walker was furious, man. So we start chasing out the terrorists to find out where Carly's gone, and in pursuit, the terrorists dashed a concrete bin at him. And bear in mind, I didn't share this at the start, but he's now a super soldier. But if he didn't have the serum, he probably would have been knocked out. So John Walker finally chases the man down and does the deed. And look at Carly looking all shocked at one of her brethren dying when she was killing innocent people the entire show. She grew up burning for her people.
I forgot what her story was.
Just burn a building full of people.
I never even watched the movie.
Now she was like supposed to help him and she flipped.
And Bucky and Sam were hating on him for no reason when him and Battlestar was just trying to do their job. Remember, the only reason why John Walker was even able to turn into Captain America was because Sam's dumbass decided not to take the opportunity.
Yeah, he didn't want to do it.
Himself. He was handpicked by the man and he decided to take it and give it to the government. But like, bro, it's your fault that shit even happened in the first place. Like, Bucky was just hating because he wasn't Steve. He was up there going to Steve shit so bad,
That joke,
that
yes,
you
huh?
can see that somebody else would have eventually picked up the mantle of Captain America. And instead of being a comrade and a friend, he just became a hater, bro. And by far, this is the worst version of Bucky in the MCU, fam. His trim is shit, bro. His bubble don't mess him up, fam. Don't get me wrong, John Walker definitely had his flaws. Like, right after he killed the Flag Smasher and started scrapping with Bucky and Sam, he was looking trying to kill him, I'll be honest, he was crazy. But that doesn't take away from the fact that he was treated poorly by other superheroes. Yes, John Walker was working for the government, and Bucky and Sam weren't. But that doesn't mean you give the guy mistreatment. That was just mad unprofessional. Especially from arcs who been in the game collectively for like 100 years. What the hell is wrong with you two? The type of treatment these two were given Walker and Battlestar was something Steve would have never done. And they were both mentioning his roles and ideals significantly in the show, just to never be behind it themselves. And another thing going back to Cardi was when Sam was out here saying she wasn't a terrorist, acting like he didn't know the type of shit she was doing. The writing in the show was so twisted. They tried to justify Cardi's actions so much more and practically painting John Walker as more of a villain to some people. How is that even possible, bro? I'm happy that John Walker is finally getting recognized for how cool he is now with how cold the Thunderbolt movie was. But
Oh, y'all ain't even watched Thunderbolt yet, man.
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
Yeah, that dude right there, bro.
Like he wasn't throwing his shit like 70 miles per hour and shooting a bunch of people. Marvel fans are so delusional, bro. You were holding on to John Walker's kill like Iron Man didn't murder a bunch of terrorists in the movie. Like remember, before John Walker became US agent, he killed one person as Captain America. One person, fam. And it wasn't even someone special. It was a terrorist who was about to get him murdered. People hate on John Walker, he's a jump off that high horse, man, for real. But John Walker is a sick character, and I'm happy people are starting to jump on that opinion. One of those was such a cold movie, and as a Marvel fan, I can say we're like a fan. For real though, the John Walker hate was never justified, and his CRASHOUT killing the Flag Smasher just made sense in the moment. Fans were just hating at this because he wasn't Steve. And just because the writers want you to dislike the character shouldn't mean that they're actually an unlikable character. John Walker was the real victim of the show, being mistreated and disrespected by co-brands, being significantly weaker than every foe they had to face in the show, which probably caused him to take the serum. Because in his head, he was probably thinking, if I can't defend anyone, then what's the point of being Captain America? And him seeing his best friend die, the only guy who was by his side to then kill the murderer, to then be demonized and stripped away from his title by the government who made him into this, and he still took it on the chin and saved the people in the car. This gave me mad respect for Walker, bro, I'll be honest. And when I saw his redemption in the fans, that's when I knew we were doing something right. And now it's time for the next CRASHOUT. Benson from Regular Show. To this day, to me, Regular Show is one of the
Regular
most
Show.
useful cartoons of all time. It's like
I love Regular Show.
I never watched Thunderbolts, so I'm gonna watch it now.
Nah, that's good.
And when I was a kid, I used to hate Benson, bro. To me, when I was younger, it was just a guy who used to get angry at Mordecai Ruby all the time. He was just mad uptight and annoying. Like, when I was a kid, I used to hate how strict teachers were. And at the time, I used to relate Benson to a teacher so much, I low-key disliked my man Henry. But what I've come to realize as I've become more and more conscious, self-aware, and have experienced more life as I've grown up, is that I feel bad for Benson low-key.
Nice shit.
His employees to just do their jobs and commit. And instead of getting that, most of them were just slacking, especially Mordecai and Ruby. Benson just wanted these guys to do simple things like clean a room or chill, take responsibility for any problems they've done. And what do they do instead? They go slack off or go do something completely random that isn't a job. Time and time again, Benson would have to keep telling Mordecai and Ruby over and over again just to do their job, which isn't something you should be telling to
I mean,
That's why I
valid.
low-key vibe with Squidward, bro. I used to hate Squidward, bro.
For some reason, it is my they got so mad at one point, Pops had to tell him to stop yelling at Mordecai Ruby or else he would be fired. And Mordecai Ruby would take a piss out of this and took advantage, which literally caused Benson to turn into the sun and start destroying our heart. Benson
Yeah, I
has shown
remember
time and time again, he just wanted Mordecai Ruby to do their jobs. And we all know every time he threatened to fire Mordecai Ruby, he was never going to fire them. He only said that so he could push some sort of urgency and get them to do their job. But instead of doing their jobs, they would just go on some random cycles that destroys the park 99% of the time. Mordecai Ruby's manager, I would be tweeting out as well, fam. These guys never took their jobs seriously.
Facts,
Benson never
bro.
asked them to do any complicated
That's
shit.
valid, bro.
Asked them to do what babies would do.
Valid CRASHOut.
And instead, Mordecai Ruby were treated like it was the hardest thing to do possible. Benson's anger and rage for
All they do is,
because it's not only that
Hey, get your butt up in.
it's his responsibility to hold them accountable to their jobs and make sure everything gets done. But it's also the fact that Benson cares about his employees. Like I mentioned earlier, time and time again, he wanted to fight Mordecai Ruby. Like he literally said this every episode. And he didn't fight number one, but they quit anyway, so it doesn't count. Just didn't work out for these. But majority of the time, Benson just says it as a threat so he can do their jobs. Benson has a soft spot for Mordecai Ruby. By the time Mordecai was depressed about Margaret and he told Mordecai to go speak to Margaret to get closer. By the time he helped Ruby to pass a foreign language class to graduate high school. And he even helped save them in a stick hockey episode after he got rid of it because Mordecai Ruby yet again didn't do their job. But by far the saddest moment of Benson is the episode when Mordecai Ruby destroyed a car and Mr. Mailer puts the responsibility of that on Benson or else he's gonna fire him. So he has to go drive all the way to the dealership all day to get there. And Mordecai Ruby sneaked their way onto his car and since Benson is driven not too far in, he agrees and lets him stay with him to drive to the dealership.
That's only valid, bro.
And there's even a moment where Benson tells Mordecai Ruby the reason why he gets mad at him all the time is just because he wants him to do better and push him. Benson then hands him the responsibility to keep driving since he's gonna take a nap. And Mordecai Ruby decided to take a detour, driving to an arcade.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm about to lose my job. You may not care about keeping your jobs, but I care about keeping mine. Because if I lose my job, I have nothing. Do you hear me? I have nothing. All Benson wanted to do was get these men to take their job seriously, do better in their lives.
Is that so hard?
But instead of that, they just messed up. They just messed about, which slowly had repercussions and problems toward Benson.
That's how it is, though, when you just talking to kids, bro.
They
don't understand or realize what they're really doing.
But it's normally at the cost of something else. And when Benson, who was very extreme for this, I'm not gonna lie to you, I had a bounty hunter to find his car. And Mordecai Ruby stole the car to fix the window they broke, which eventually caused the bounty hunter to just blow up the car. But the glass stayed. Like, that's a mistake, I'm gonna be honest, fam. Or for real though, if we're keeping it 100, for us adults now that used to watch regular show when we were kids, probably sympathize with Benson a lot more as we ourselves have grown and gained a lot more responsibilities and realized we're
That's true.
We're in the wrong most of the time. I really and truly, they should have been fighting a long time ago, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. And now for my final crash out. And before I even enlighten you on why this person was right for getting
But like when you a kid, you don't understand that, bro.
Yeah,
and then
facts.
when you grow up,
You're like, oh,
to
now
your
I
parents,
see.
That's
now
what
you
makes-
like, man.
That's what makes shows so legendary, though.
Yeah.
Like that, it appeals to like adults and kids. Like it's relatable to any age.
Yeah.
It's like it's relatable to both ages. It's kind of crazy. That's how they stay relevant, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like,
we look-
that's probably why they have this type of show back then. It's like to also like kind of like keep kids under control, to not go out, wild out and then mess things up because they get to see what happened when they actually wild out.
Yeah.
It goes wrong, and it's not always like, rainbows and whatever.
But that's what I'm saying. But kids probably look at the regular show and like, man, Benson always getting mad. Man.
Yeah.
But it's like an older person will understand why Benson always get mad because if you trying to control kids to do something and they ain't doing it, like you gonna get mad.
Cause they remind me of also like, cause I feel like Johnny Test is also similar.
Yeah,
Johnny Test is always blowing stuff up and all that, like, and then just to come and find out that he should just listen to his sisters or to his dad.
Now, Mordecai Ruby were in the wrong most of the time. I really and truly, they should have been fighting a long time ago, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. And now for my final crash up. And before I even enlighten you on why this person was right for getting angry, I'm gonna paint a picture for you so you can get the most out of this explanation. We all most likely, as somebody in our lives we hate. It's deep in our bones, deep in our heart. I'm talking about when you hear that
You said deep in our balls?
You start rating with envy when they start winning and you don't. And you weren't always like this. You and this person used to be friends, comrades, something like brothers. People couldn't separate you two sometimes because of how close you were. But then they betrayed you. They let you down in your darkest hour. They fought when you needed them most, and after that moment, you vowed to never trust a human soul like that ever again. Now I want you to take all the anger I've just helped you resurface and throw it at Dickleberg and scream it with me. But Dickleberg, man, everything that was going on in his life was ultimately horrible because of Dickleberg. The weather was horrible. Dickleberg. His tie didn't match his shirt. Dickleberg. The Turner household ran out of milk. Dickleberg. And when I was younger and used to watch Very Own Parents, often I just thought that Mr.
Well, I didn't really watch
However,
this joint,
I have
His
some
parents were
experience
low-key
with
not good
this
parents.
against Dickleberg. In the episode where
If you really think about it.
we can see his
I haven't really
parents.
watched
And
it.
before Mr. Turner was with his wife, she was close to Dickleberg. Now I know that's a relatable feeling. When you see fine shit but they already with somebody else, that shit gets me heated for real. Not to mention, Dickleberg is a huge rage baiter. This guy would spend time out of his day to go bug and annoy Mr. Turner on some dumb shit. Whether he used to show off him being rich or even just come to his house for no reason to gloat and be passive aggressive. We all know what it's like to be rage baited by that one person who consistently does it to the point where we all fall for it. And Mr. Turner was getting this done daily from his childhood all the way to when he became a dad and was raising Timmy. Dickleberg was consistently baiting this man and it was working. He even convinced Mr. Turner to try and kill this guy several times. Believe me, if I could wake up tomorrow with two force and blow up my enemy, I probably would, I'll be honest. As peaceful as I am, I hate some brothers, but we ain't gonna go into that. But to get real here, I'm sure the hate Mr. Turner had towards Dinkelberg was just because he was jealous of Dinkelberg for having no kids. And the Dink in Dinkelberg stands for dual income, no kids. And that's how they're so rich compared to the Turners who can't afford
Dual
all the
income,
stuff
no
that Dinkelberg
kids.
should be buying. And that's probably why Mr. Turner carries some hate for Dinkelberg in the future. Also, Timmy was ruining a bunch of stuff for his dad, like losing awards he should have won, but then they got handed to Dinkelberg. Which is a piss take, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'd be heated at that. And as an adult, I can humbly say, but Dinkelberg, I hate Dinkelberg, you hate Dinkelberg, we all hate Dinkelberg, what is that, man? But ladies and gentlemen, we at the end of the flip. If you
Yeah, I didn't really watch Very Hot Parents, bro.
Me neither, but I know a little bit.
I ain't never really watched it like that.
Have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Bro, is that person an actual real person, bro? This person right here?
Yeah, that's an actual person, bro.
They do this all the time? Because every time I see this person, he's always like,
It's always something. That's what he went viral for. So everybody might as well just keep doing it.
boy, the Rizzler.
And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Yeah, but like,
Dinkelberg.
I used to hate Squidward, bro, from SpongeBob, bro. But it's like, as I got older, I
Yeah, it's
really
like you
started to
understand.
mess with him,
I ain't
bro.
gonna lie, he had kind of had a depressing life too, bro.
He did.
So it's like, you
But
kind
it's
of...
like, imagine living in the middle of two of the most annoying people that always try to get you to do stuff with them.
And he older than them too.
But early in the morning.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to where I don't want to hear somebody. Like, I don't want to hear all that. Bro, shut up.
It's like, well, I'm just trying to live my
But like,
life.
Squidward is like the epitome of how like life is, bro, for real. Like, you gotta go to work. And I gotta take your heart. Like, bro,
Yeah.
it's like, and you get paid 10 cents an hour. Like, you're
And then you got all these kids all up in your ears.
right. Your boss is a cheapskate. Like, he doesn't want to give you no raise.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. But when you get older, you kind of just understand how, like,
How real life, the
Yeah,
whole
bro.
cartoon and everything we watching really is about, bro. Yeah, it's like, that's crazy.
hey, man. But anyway, that'll be it for Reasonable Crash Outs, man. Let us know y'all thoughts in the comment section. Love you guys, man.
We out.
We're out, man. Peace.